My name's Andy Stevenson. I'm one of the two Quantock Hills rangers working in the national landscape. As a national landscape, we don't own any land, but we work in partnership with the landowners, other organisations such as the National Trust and the Forestry England, in order to preserve, conserve and look after the hills, both in terms of the wildlife and the people and users of the hills.
I'm Dan Broadbent. I'm Historic Heritage Officer for the Quantock Landscape Partnership Scheme. What the volunteers are doing at the moment is creating a plan, and we're also going to create a little section drawing as well, really to capture the present condition, the sort of this moment in time of this particular barrow at Black Hill, one of the more prominent of the Bronze Age barrows on the hills. And then in years to come, we can do more surveying and see if it's eroded anymore or if it's fairly stable. And all of that will then sort of factor into plans for the management and preservation of these monuments going forward.
And £5.95. Well, it's a grand day. We've made it to Will's Neck, one of the most visited spots on the top of the Quantocks here. And I'm standing at a trig point, famous trig point of Will's Neck, visited by hundreds, thousands of people every year on their way through, walking across out towards the north side of the hill. So the main aim of this whole project is to map, record, look at the way that it's changed in the last 23 years, and we're the generation that now is going to put the lid back on this erosion and save it, we hope, perhaps for another quarter of a century.
My name is Jules Butler, and I'm the Heritage at Risk Project Officer. I work for Historic England. So really key to engage with volunteers. Part of a lot of the work we do actually engages with local communities and groups that use areas such as the Quantocks. They're the people that are going to notice if something's wrong, if something's damaged, if some erosion has happened at a particularly astounding rate. I think the fact that the weather's somewhat challenging today just proves the kind of support and the enthusiasm of the group that we've got here on the Quantocks. I know the rangers and the team at the National Landscape are really appreciative of all the support they get from the volunteer group. So I think it's just testament to the willingness of the community around here. Yeah.